Kid, and welcome to this special St. Patrick's Day Kid Time Story Time.
I want you to know.
Hey, Green Bear.
Hi, Storyteller. I want you to know that I am going to be taking notes.
Yes, that's right, because you know what?
What, Doug the Dinosaur?
Well, it turned out that legend says...
Yeah, we read this.
Legend says that if you catch a leprechaun...
Yes.
He will grant you a wish.
Yeah, so I have my wish ready.
What is it?
I'm gonna ask for a pot of gold.
Classic. And I am going to ask for a pot of crinkleberries.
Because they're his favorite.
Well then, I should ask for something too.
Oh, yeah. Is she allowed?
Oh, I don't see a way out. What is your wish, Storyteller?
Well, if we catch the leprechaun learning how to trap it properly by this book...
It looks very, very promising.
It sure does. I'm thinking that I'm going to ask for the leprechaun to make it so that I have a rainbow slide everywhere I go.
Oh, that's even better.
I think she is waiting at the St. Patrick's Day wishes.
I think I am too. Shall we read?
Yes. I have my notes.
Yes, I have my notes too. I'm ready.
All right. How do we trap a leprechaun? Well, I don't know, but I have a feeling. My tingly sensations are telling me this is gonna have some good tips in it. So here we go. Get your notes ready. Legend tells of tiny elves who visit once a year. They'll steal your treasures for themselves, then quickly disappear. Oh no, not the legend of the leprechaun that takes the treasures instead of giving the treasures. See, that's why he has so many treasures to give. Yeah? If you catch a leprechaun, he'll grant a wish, I'm told. But if he gets away, too bad. No wish, no luck, no gold. Poof. Oh, and what are these kids wishing on? This one here is wishing on a tower of ice cream. This one's wishing for a ride on a unicorn. Oh, that's a good one. This one is wishing for wings to fly. Also a very good one. And this one is dreaming of, well, being an astronaut in outer space. Well, she could just go to a good science school and do that as well, should the leprechaun thing not work out. Small and full of trickery. Trickery levels high. They'll fool you if they can. I think I got him. Oh no, that's not him. That's like a bird disguised as a leprechaun. He dressed him up. Tricked again. Catching one takes smarts and skill, but most of all, a plan. See, they're taking their notes too, and they've got a plan that involves a rainbow slide, catching him in a box, and then getting the gold. Painting it green, because everybody knows that's a leprechaun's favorite color. The night before St. Patrick's Day, the leprechauns appear. Bling, 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 bling. If you wish to capture one, you'll need the proper gear. Look at how many there are, and they all have beards. And they all have that outfit, which is apparently why they had a spare one to put on the chicken to trick us. So they're getting the gear. They're going into their closets, to the trunks, to the cupboards. What are they preparing? First, you'll need to build a trap, one he can't escape. Grab a box, a bottle cap, some glitter, glue, and tape. Okay, you got all that? A box, check. Bottle cap, check. Glitter, oh boy, that's gonna get everywhere. Glue, everybody's got glue. Tape, everybody's got tape. All right, I think we're good to go. I'm noticing also, they didn't mention it, but I'm noticing green paint. Again, favorite color. Use gold paint to coat the rocks. He will think they're real. Scatter them inside the box and he will come to steal. Oh, so they're painting rocks gold so that he thinks he's stealing treasure to add to his pot of gold. See, this one's picking up the rocks and these guys are painting, and then she's setting the trap. Oh, and the bird is just, you know, watching. Whoa. Books blowing our minds. Pour some glue inside the box and build a rainbow slide. He'll take a ride to find the gold, but find he's stuck inside. Whoa. It's crazy when the book does this to us and we have to be all sideways. Leprechauns come out at night so they can sneak around. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Doom, 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 doom. Sneak. Doom, 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 doom. And they're there, waiting. I don't want to speak too loud lest I warn the leprechaun of what's coming. Now close the drapes and dim the light and wait without a sound. Bling, 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 bling. Okay, he's falling for it. He's looking at the ladder. He's climbing the ladder. He's sliding down the slide. He's woo! Crinkle snap. Did you hear that? Quickly, check your snare. Okay, so did he fall inside the box just as planned? Shucks! He just escaped the trap. He could be anywhere. Poof! And he went out in a poof of glory, I might add. It's beautiful in his wake. Look at that. Everywhere he goes, there's little, just magical, powdery, rainbowy stuff. That's pretty cool. Maybe I should ask for that. I would love to have a rainbow tail and glitter tail everywhere I go. Look at this. He left his shoe. And in the shoe, a note. Tiny words addressed to you. And this is what he wrote. Oh, he wrote a note? He wasn't in that box for very long. Do you think that he knew what was coming and was prepared with a note in his shoe? Is it a note he always keeps in his shoe for kids who almost catch him? Let's find out. Dear children, thanks for the glitter and shiny gold rocks, but I can't be trapped by a cardboard box. Your tricks were quite clever. Your trap was so great, but it takes more than rainbows to seal my fate. Signed, Liam the Leprechaun. Oh, Liam, he's good. He's good and he writes really well. It's a shame he got away, but please don't shed a tear over your lost ice cream, your lost space dreams, and your lost flying dreams, and your lost unicorn dreams. Please don't shed a tear. Go enjoy St. Patrick's Day and try again next year. Oh, yeah, now you can enjoy your own rainbow slide and your own pot of gold. And, ooh, look at this. I see some serious treats. And the hats and the dancing. Oh, wait a minute. For parents and educators, build a leprechaun trap with your kids? Oh. But first, a few quick notes. Leprechauns are Irish elves that take the form of miniature men. They are clever, magical shoemakers that enjoy creating mischief, pulling pranks, oh yes, and making jokes. They like gold coins or shiny, sparkly objects and often steal or borrow things, usually under the cover of darkness. And folklore states that if you do see a leprechaun, you should keep your eyes on him at all times. Evidently, the second you look away, poof, he may disappear. Also known to love rainbows and likes to place pots of gold at the end of the rainbow. So I think that what we learned here is that
it is extremely hard to actually catch a leprechaun.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, I thought that they had him.
Yes, that thing. Oh yeah, the slide. I thought that the slide was gonna be it.
Yeah. But apparently, the box was not reinforced enough.
Oh, so you think that was the weakness in the plan?
Yes, the box needed to be stronger. Everything else was perfect. So, I need glue. I need sparkles. What else do I need?
A box.
I need a box. What else do I need?
A slide.
I need a slide. Okay, I need to take this book and review all the things that I need.
Because we are going to trap a leprechaun.
Yes! I'm gonna go look for supplies.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look for supplies too. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hey, good luck finding a leprechaun.
Whoa. He is, well, you know Green Bear. He is all about the green holiday. So he's off to find the leprechaun. Good luck with your own trap. Remember what Liam the Leprechaun said. It's not going to be easy, but if you get that wish fulfilled, totally worth the work. Happy St. Patrick's Day. See you next time, kid, on the always lucky and, well, rainbow-filled Kid Time story time.
What? He lost his rainbow? How irresponsible! Well, it's not like you never lose anything. Oh, fiddlesticks! I don't even know what that means.
The leprechaun who lost his rainbow. Well, that's a pretty big thing to lose, but I can't judge either because I'm always losing my keys. All right, let's see what happened. In the soft drizzle, 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 drizzle. In the soft drizzle that was falling on St. Patrick's Day, Colleen wished her grandfather good luck. He gave her a piece of red licorice, her favorite candy, and then he was off to the parade to play the bagpipes. Okay, that's my best bagpipe. Her grandfather had told Colleen that the notes he and his bandmates were playing were like colors on the air, colors only that your ears could see. Playing music is like building a rainbow, he said. A little man I once knew taught me that. Huh, a little man. I wonder if it's the leprechaun in our story. Well, her mom and dad were going to watch the parade from the window. Here they are. But Colleen sat on the porch, under her yellow umbrella. What if it rained so much that everyone went home and no one heard her grandfather's bagpipes? That would be a shame. His music was so beautiful and so sad it made people smile and cry all at once.
Yeah, sometimes it happens to me, and I get really conflicted feelings.
Well, to pass the time, she played a song on her green penny whistle, which had a tiny shamrock printed on it. Her grandfather had brought it all the way from Ireland. It was her favorite thing in all the world, and she never let anyone touch it. When she finished the tune, ta-da! She took a bite of her licorice, and just then a little man appeared on the top step. He was a leprechaun. What? I like your penny whistle, the little man said. You play very well. Colleen started to say thank you when suddenly the leprechaun jumped into the air and took the licorice stick right out of her mouth. And he dropped it into his hat. Thank you, he said. I'll be needing that, or my name's not Roy G. Biv. It's just the shade of red I'm looking for. Well, but she was eating that. Colleen was shocked. What are you doing? She shouted. Give me my candy. The leprechaun frowned. Your grandfather was much more helpful. You know my grandfather? Yes, we created a rainbow together back when he was a boy, Mr. Biv explained. Colleen was puzzled, as would I be as well. Could this be the little man her grandfather had talked about? Mr. Biv looked glum. I've lost my rainbow again, and my gold is at the end of it. To be a leprechaun in good standing, I must have gold, so I need someone's help to build a rainbow. That someone is you. Oh, Colleen frowned. Leprechauns were tricky. Everyone knew that. Could Mr. Biv be telling the truth, or just really taking her candy? Well, let me show you something, the leprechaun said. Spin round with the hat and watch what happens. She twirled around holding the hat, and suddenly a streak of bright red, just the color of her licorice, sprang out of the hat, hung in the air for a moment, and then disappeared. Colleen was amazed. See? Mr. Biv said. We're starting to make a rainbow, and if there's a parade, the sun will come out to shine on the parade. Colleen took a deep breath. What do we do? Well, for every color, I need something that belongs to you. Something red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Well, Colleen looked around. There was her new orange basketball. She hated to give it up, but bloop, she tossed it into Mr. Biv's hat. Immediately, an orange streak shot up. She gave him her yellow umbrella, and yellow curved under the orange. When her blue ribbons went in, a beautiful blue appeared. Next to go was her indigo headband. And finally, her favorite violet scarf. Now there was a rainbow of colors coming out of the hat. But something was wrong. Right between the yellow and the blue, there was an empty space. Colleen knew which color was missing. Yes, we need green, Mr. Biv said. And not just any green, Colleen. It's a very hard color to find, which is why rainbows are so rare. It was raining harder. The parade goers were starting to leave. Colleen was nervous. What would the leprechaun want? "You're going to have to make one more sacrifice, lass," Mr. Biff said. "I'm going to need your penny whistle with a shamrock on it. That green is the last perfect colour I need for my rainbow." Oh no! Colleen started to cry. "No," she said, clutching her precious penny whistle. "My grandfather gave it to me." "But Colleen, dear, if you give me the penny whistle, you and I can make the sun shine on this parade. And on your grandfather," said Mr. Biv, pleadingly. Colleen held the penny whistle to her lips and blew one last sad note. She paused and then dropped the penny whistle into the leprechaun's hat. In a flash, the rain stopped. The sun burst through the clouds, and a rainbow, complete with the most beautiful shade of green ever, spread across the sky. Look, everybody's looking up at it. The parade goers gazed up in wonder, and Colleen's grandfather began to play the bagpipes. The music was so beautiful and sad that people smiled and cried all at once. Nobody noticed that a pot of gold had appeared at the end of the rainbow, right on Colleen's front lawn. Roy G. Biv dug his hand into the pot of gold and pulled out a flute that looked just like Colleen's penny whistle. But this wasn't a toy flute. It was a real one, made of silver, and there was a shamrock on it that looked like Colleen's, only this one was made of emeralds. "Thanks for sharing with me," Mr. Biv said as he handed Colleen the flute, and with that, he and his pot of gold were gone. Colleen's grandfather stood in front of her. "Who was that you were talking with?" he asked. "Roy G. Biv," she said. "He's a leprechaun." "I thought I recognized him. He gave me this flute, Grandpa." "Ah, 'tis a nice one. Silver, just like my bagpipes. What do you say we play a tune?" So together they played "When Irish Eyes Are Smiling," and the colors danced on air. And that is how the leprechaun lost his rainbow.
But then he found it again. Yeah, happy ending, yay! Hey, did you check out that pot of gold? Yeah. What do you say? We try to trap one of these leprechauns. Maybe I can lure him. Make him think that I'm a leprechaun since I'm small and green. Oh, it's a good idea. Okay, well, kids, don't lose your, rainbow and other lessons. Okay, bye.
Okay, kid, and happy St. Patrick's Day, and, well, happy rainbow any day of the year. See you next time on Kid Time Story Time.
Hi, kid, and welcome to this special St. Patrick's edition of Kid Time Story Time.
Red Bear,
Hey, storyteller.
why are you wearing your Christmas hat for St. Patrick's Story?
Well, because my head is cold.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
You know what doesn't make sense?
Oh, hey, Green Bear.
Hey, Green Bear. You know what doesn't make sense? That I, Green Bear, am not the one introducing the St. Patrick's Day story, because everybody knows that I'm the official St. Patrick's Day bear. But, Green Bear, you're my brother. So, but you're not Irish. We're not Irish. Regardless of what that red bear is saying, who I barely know, I am the official bear of St. Patrick's Day, so welcome to Shannon and the Rose-Tossed Leprechaun.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's read about this tall leprechaun who's apparently different, I guess, from all the other leprechauns. It's from Albert Whitman and Company, one of my favorite publishers. Shannon loved to step dance. Shannon, now that is a classic Irish name. Shannon loved to step dance, but she didn't think she looked like an Irish step dancer. Other girls had fancy wigs, and she curled her own hair for competitions. Other girls had expensive dresses from Ireland. Shannon's mom had made her dress. Now, Shannon, I have to say, that looks like a very beautiful dress and a very beautiful green. What are you worried about, Lassie? Well, other girls had brand new shoes. Shannon had an old second-hand pair with scuffs no amount of shining could cover. It was 3 days before the St. Patrick's Day step dance contest held at the Irish American Heritage Center. Now, Shannon didn't think she'd win, but she was practicing anyway when, with a loud, sharp crack, the heel snapped off of her left shoe. Oh no! This is terrible. She knew her mom and dad couldn't afford to buy her new shoes, but how could she enter the contest with a broken heel? This is a crisis. I don't know what's going to happen. Shall we find out? It was hopeless. But nothing is really hopeless, so hang on with me. Blinking back tears, Shannon went outside to throw her shoes in the garbage. Suddenly, she remembered something her dad had told her once when she was sad. If you close your eyes and counted backward in Gaelic, the ancient Irish language, a leprechaun might appear to grant a wish. Well, there was nothing to lose. Shannon closed her eyes and counted. Oh boy, this is going to be rough, okay? Because I don't speak the ancient Irish language of Gaelic, so I'll try. A hocht, a siacht, a se, a quig, a sefer, a tree, a do, a Juan. Sounds like Juan. She opened her eyes. Oh! Ba, ba, ba! Standing before her was a bearded man wearing a shoemaker's leather apron. He looked just like she imagined a leprechaun would, except that he wasn't a wee man. You must be 6 feet tall, she blurted. If you must know, the man said, I'm a 5'11". I am Liam, the world's tallest leprechaun. Liam, the world's tallest leprechaun. 5'11" is very tall for a leprechaun. It's tall for, well, pretty much any kind of person. Are you really a leprechaun? Shannon asked. Sounds like she's suspicious because he's so tall. Yes, Liam said, exasperated. I get that all the time. Are you sure you're a leprechaun? You're way too big to be a leprechaun. But let's get down to business. Because your accountant has summoned me here, I'm obligated to grant you 3 wishes. 1 each day for the next 3 days. Ooh, he's like a leprechaun genie. Ho, ho, ho. Well, Shannon thought for only a moment. I wish for a brand new step dance outfit. A wig, a beautiful dress, and shoes with heels that don't break off. A wig? A dress? The leprechaun scoffed. What do those have to do with dancing? But a shoe. You do need that. Give me your broken one. I'll show you how to take care of the perfectly fine stuff you already have. Okay, all right. So he's going to help her conserve her wishes for more valuable things. I like that. So he took the shoe. Remember, he's wearing a leather apron of a cobbler, a shoe fixer-upper. So he took the shoe, pulled a hammer and nail from his apron, and drove a nail through the heel and into the sole. Then he said, now you try. So Shannon pounded in another nail. Tunk, tunk, tunk. Good as new, even better, the leprechaun said. That's your first wish. Now, before Shannon could protest that having her shoe repaired wasn't her wish at all, Liam had vanished. Where did that tall leprechaun run off to? At dinner, Shannon was, very quiet. Oh, I'd be jabbering up about my adventures of the day. Now, her mother asked, what's wrong? Well, and her dad laughed. Wait. Her mother asked her what's wrong. And then Shannon asked, what do leprechauns look like? Well, Dad laughed. Well, he said, they're usually drawn with beards. They're also pretty small, her mom added. Maybe a foot high? So how could that tall person be a leprechaun? Shannon wondered. What are they having here? Looks like some kind of a swirly thing. Maybe, spaghetti. We're having spaghetti with some kind of meat sauce. Or is that pesto? I can't tell. After school the next day, look who's back. Shannon rushed to the backyard. Would the leprechaun return? She was about to count backwards in Gaelic when, boom, there he was, wagging his finger in her face. No need to count again, he said grumpily. Oh, I guess he's cranky today. I'm a leprechaun who does what he says he'll do. Let's have that second wish, lass. Well, Shannon was ready. I mean, she'd had a full 24 hours now to process this and think about it. I wish I were a great Irish step dancer. Did you know the best way to get better at something is to teach someone else how to do it? Demanded Liam. This afternoon you'll be showing me how to dance. Now, it was Shannon who was grumpy. Look at those crossed arms and that crossed face. Don't you ever just grant wishes? Does everyone have to work so hard? I'm no fairy godmother, Liam said. I grant wishes in a proper manner. Liam glowered at her. That's a glower. I know I'm very tall, but I'm the best leprechaun that ever was. How I look doesn't matter. How I grant wishes does. Now, show me how to dance. Okay, I see. He's not exactly like the genie. He doesn't just grant it right outright. I see where he's going with this. He's forcing her to achieve certain things and learn things by herself. Like she just learned how to fix her own shoe. Did you realize that? Okay, moving on. So, on the patio, nice big airy patio, in the cool March air, Shannon started the leprechaun's dance lesson. She showed him how to hold his arms at his sides and keep his head high and his back straight. Well, he's not so straight, but she definitely is. And let's see here. Then she demonstrated a simple treble jig. Floor, knee, hop back, 2, 3, 4, she called. So it's floor, knee, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Got that? Oh, look at that. The poor leprechaun is dropping his shoe fixing tools everywhere. At first, Liam danced like a rag doll, his limbs going every which way. But after a long, grueling practice, they were dancing together. Look at that, in perfect time. Look at this. It's like a river dance. Oh, you know, I think that's the best I've ever danced, Shannon said, out of breath. Ha! What did I tell you about teaching, lass? It's great practice. So Shannon closed her eyes and wiped some of that sweat from her face. And when she opened her eyes, guess what? Bring! Liam was gone. But you know, he's coming back because there's a third wish. Shannon ran into the house. If you met a leprechaun, what would you wish for? She asked her dad. Gold, of course, her father said. Leprechauns are supposed to hide a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Why all the questions about leprechauns? Oh, you know, St. Patrick's Day and all, Shannon said at last. The next day, Liam appeared once again in the backyard. Right away, Shannon asked, do you have a pot of gold buried at the end of the rainbow? Aye, it's true, Liam said. Did you Google me or something? The leprechaun knows about Google. That's funny. Is it within the rules for me to wish for some of your gold? 'Tis, and if you practice some more tomorrow on St. Patrick's Day, you will have some, he said, grinning. Again, the leprechaun and Shannon danced together. When Liam disappeared, for the first time, Shannon felt she could win. So suddenly it doesn't matter about her dress or the wig or how shiny her shoes are. She's feeling optimistic because why? She practiced. All right. Well, it's St. Patrick's Day and it was drizzling as Shannon walked confidently to the Irish American Heritage Center. But when she saw Bridget in her fine curly wig, Colleen in her fancy dress, and Meg in her new hard shoes, Shannon began to lose heart. No, not so fast, girl. She just didn't look like a step dancer. No, silly girl. You don't look like these step dancers, but you look like you as a step dancer. It was her turn to dance. Take a deep breath. This is the big performance moment. Look at everybody out there in the rain. Okay. She went on stage with only her own curls, wearing her homemade dress and scuffed up hard shoes. No one can see the scuffs, by the way. Now it was raining even harder. Ugh, what was the point? She looked out at the crowd. There were her mom and dad smiling at her. This must be them right here with the camera, ready to go. She gave them a little smile back. Then she saw the leprechaun. His silly hat towered over the crowd, and he winked at her. Do you see him? Do you see him? Do you see it? Is that him? Is that him? I think that's him right there. Right there, the tall one. He kind of standing out, right? That's him, right? Right. Or is that him? No, that's not him. He doesn't have a beard. This guy, back here. Okay. Shannon took a deep breath. Oh, I think I needed that too. I'm nervous. If Liam could grant wishes, looking nothing like a leprechaun, maybe she could dance in her old shoes. After all, she thinks she looks nothing like a step dancer. So. When the violinist started to play, Shannon thought only about dancing. Her curls bounced, her dress swirled, and her shoes thumped. She danced the most beautiful treble jig she had ever danced. Suddenly, the rain stopped. The sun broke through the clouds. Shannon curtsied, and the crowd cheered. Someone shouted, "Brilliant! Brilliant!" She knew it was Liam, the supersized leprechaun. When Shannon won first prize, baby, she caught sight of a rainbow arcing across the sky. It seemed to point right, ding, to the shining medal hanging around her neck. So this was the leprechaun's gold. Remember she wished for the gold? She didn't know it would come in this form, but it's pretty awesome. She looked for Liam in the crowd, but he had vanished. Oh no. Goodbye, Liam. He had vanished once more. But she could have sworn she heard him whisper in her ear, "Happy St. Patrick's Day, Shannon." The end. Oh man, that was awesome. Well, guys, what did you think?
Oh, I loved it. I love the pot of gold. I love how she won what she wanted. And also,
yes, what else?
because he made her learn stuff.
What are you wearing, Green Bear?
Well, my hair was gold, and I had this green turban, so I figured St. Patrick's Day. Well, if he can wear a Santa Claus hat, I can wear a green turban, can I? Because my head's gold. It makes sense to me. Yeah, I thought so, right? Did you like the story? Yeah. I mean, really, that tall leprechaun, he made her work for it, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did make her work for it.
Yeah, no easy grand wishing, but I guess, taught her a valuable lesson.
Well, what do you think that lesson was?
Well, I think that he taught her that you have to work hard if you want to make your wishes come true. Like she wanted to dance and win, well, but she just couldn't poof, snap, and make a wish and make it happen. She had to work hard and practice to become the best dancer. Yeah, and then he also taught her some valuable cobbling skills, because if her parents can't afford to buy her shoes, it's a good idea to be able to fix your own dance heel. Yeah, you never know when else that might come in handy. Maybe for the next St. Patrick's Day competition. Yeah, you just never know. Shoes are unpredictable. Well, I'm good here. Oh, well, I hope that you enjoyed this Kid Time Story Time, kid.
Yes, and I hope that you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
Yay!
See you next time, kid, on Hit It.
Kid Time Story Time. I decided to sing it.
It was very nice.
Thanks.